Thanks, Emily. Well, it's Friday. Like we do every Friday, we check in with WYRK's Breakfast Club, Clay and Dale, and we have to say, Clay, welcome back.
Yeah, I feel like I'm all new here. I'm kind of out of place. I feel like I should still be sleeping.
Been like, what, a month?
Yeah.
I know, it seems like that, right?
This is really cool.
You've been holding down the fort,
it.
Dale. Okay, I have to ask you guys, we want to get right into this. So country music's golden girl is a wedding crasher, potentially?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. You know, she's been hanging out with Connor Kennedy, and one of his cousins got married recently. And right before the wedding, they didn't RSVP. He texted the bride's mom and said, "Hey, we're coming to the wedding." And Taylor and him showed up. But the problem was, you know, if you're a bride, it's your day. And Taylor being there was a huge distraction. So it's causing a lot of drama. More drama than the Kennedys need, probably, but yeah, it's an issue right now.
Can you imagine that, being at a wedding and all of a sudden Taylor Swift walks in? I mean, where's your attention going to be? You know, it's really a shame for the bride. That's too bad.
Yeah, you know, I can kind of see that point, and I'm surprised Taylor Swift seems like she's so well behaved. I would feel really awkward just showing up at somebody's wedding, and I even heard she may have been asked to leave a few times, and she kind of denied the request to exit the party.
Yeah, apparently the Kennedy, the mother of the bride there, asked her to leave. I mean, obviously we're hearing all these different stories about the whole thing. You know, it really comes down to, if you're going to go to a wedding, RSVP. Don't just show up. Unless you're Taylor Swift and you're going to bring $1 million as a gift.
But
that'd be sweet.
Well, yeah, that's right. I didn't think of that. But what's Taylor Swift supposed to be? She's there at the invitation of the Kennedy kid. He was invited, so she's just going along with him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, too. Tell me about her new song that's out right now.
Oh, man, if you haven't heard it yet, just your kids are listening to it, or anybody. I mean, right now it's the #1 song all over. It's #1 song on the Hot Billboard 100. It's 13 on the country charts. This is only after a week. #1 on the digital downloads. The album doesn't even come out till October, so if it's any kind of indication of what is to come from Taylor, she's still on top of her game.
We were kind of talking about it earlier, though. Among all the hits that she's ever had, this is really not as good as some of the other earlier hits that she's had.
And surprisingly, it's #1.
It's just being promoted as a pop hit, and I think that's why it's you know, it's just going crazy.
I have to say, I really like her song that she did for the Hunger Games. We're going to move on now and talk about a big country musician that's coming to town this weekend, Jason Aldean. Are you guys going to be at the concert?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is one I've had circled on my calendar for a while. Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan tomorrow out at Darien Lake. Unfortunately, it's sold out, so if you want to go, maybe ask a friend, or if you know somebody that's got a ticket, that's how you're going to get there. But by far, right now, other than Taylor Swift, Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan are the top of country music when it comes to people that people want to see. So it's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show, too. And you got to remember that new parking restrictions are in place there at Darien Lake. So you might want to get there a little bit early, because parking's going to be, it might be a little bit tight. We don't know what accommodations they have for that, but it's going to be very interesting to see how that big crowd is going to be handled.
That's a really good point, Dale. I don't know when those parking restrictions went. In fact, I was at Darien Lake earlier this summer for a concert, and trying to find a parking spot was horrendous. It was a very long wait, so I think that's great advice for folks. Clay and Dale, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather. It's looking like a great forecast. And, of course, you can always listen to Clay and Dale on WYRK every weekday morning. And, of course, we'll check back in with them next Friday morning.